What happened last time?
We were in the one city. Where were we? We were by Quillswade as we were heading there, and we were we were bumbling around at having lost the trail of whoever sabotaged the camp. Tried to give what little information we could to the people of Quillswade to help with the goblin problem, the hobgoblins and all such, and
Hobgoblins are the worst.
Opted to move forward with our quest, hitting a brick wall in trying to fix this immediate problem. So we went out to Graniteburg thinking, hey, we'll help recruit Graniteburg. They might be able to give some aid to the poor people of Quillswade and in their endeavors. And that did not work out.
Nope.
Because nobody was left in Graniteburg.
Graniteburg is dust.
Graniteburg is
Yep.
it is rubble. It is no longer a city. They also got attacked by the army. They were completely wiped out. It was just a mess of bodies. So
the army had stolen some Dawn Call ships.
they did, and they were naval now.
Dangerous.
Which is
They're
bad.
learning how to swim.
So we opted to just continue our quest, continuing to hit these unexpected events where we think we can help and then we can't actually help. So we move forward.
That is a
We
very
reached the
upset
break-
looking baby.
You do be thinking.
Jeez. There's a lot of information going through that baby's mind right now and doesn't know how to
It's
process.
like, can I grab anything here?
We reached the Blight Cross gates, met with the sentries guarding the borders of Sorenmere, and our boy and girls used their powers of persuasion and nobility to safely get us passage into the new country. We made our way towards Sorenmere and in the direction of the dominion of House Sirtet. As we were along the way, we realized, holy shit, these people are terrible to their subjects, as we ran into a domain of extreme poverty. Just like unimaginable poverty and just like badness.
People were
We learned
emaciated. It was not good.
Yeah. We learned about some griffins that had been terrorizing the area, stealing their lives, stealing what little livestock they have.
I know.
And I guess whose fault it is if they don't have their tithe. It's poor people's fault.
Probably Rolf. Oh,
Made that as a little note on the to-do list of things to keep in mind, and made our way towards the house proper, the palace, quote unquote, of the House Sirtet. And as we start this session, we are heading our way in.
Indeed, you are. A lot of you. Inside we go. Let's do, what is this? Active. Drag y'all in here. Oh, that's it. As you guys enter into House Sirtet, there are multitudes of full-plated soldiers lining, the front entrance, the hallway. The show of power is clearly on display, as there are high numbers of these, both plated and some of them in like more leather armors, all throughout stations. That is a little bit of redundancy. There's no reason to have this many individuals inside these areas. It's almost like they might get in each other's way. There's literally so much, but it's more or less to show the wealth and the force that they have. Very much the vibes that you would get from the Empire, how they line up all the stormtroopers and everything side by side. And what we have is inside this welcome foyer, staircases that curl above each side and wrap back up around to a landing that oversees and gives this very long look. The negative space is actually the shape of a fox, as you can see with the way the windows have been carved out and the way the space and architecture has been formed. There is gold and black all throughout, and you, for the dressings and colorings, and here tapestries, and there is literal like gold veins and so much of the artistry and the accents that have been placed inside this castle. Standing at the very top, glaring down at you, you see the familiar visage of your mother, Evelyn, who is staring down at you. She is looking as you last saw her, and it's been a decade, and yet she still looks like she is hardly aged, but is still just as powerful and as intense as you remember leaving her. She has a very neutral face in the way of not giving away what her emotions are in a given moment. She has a Sirtet fox emblem that is put into her hair that is all dressed up in certain fashionable ways for Soromir. Her clothing is extravagant and it is wealthy, but it's not gaudy. There's a fine line between the difference. She's putting out a purposeful air of class and a purposeful air of control. As you then notice next to her, your I think she's younger, but she's the same age as you, sister Valeria, is standing next to her in stride as the boys are all down already and they're waiting at the bottom of the staircase. Nobody has invited Rolf or anybody really deeper into the area as she then begins to descend the stairs, Valeria in tow, as she finally gets and stops just at like the last step, still to have that extra height on all of you, so she's looking down on the entirety of the
I'm used to that. Oh god. She's cool.
and then where's Rolf?
Oh, he's so handsome.
He's so... This is a read thing. Wait 1 second, I gotta check. Okay.
Nice.
Greetings, Mr. Sullivan.
Yes, that is how I've been going by. Greetings, Mother.
How have you been?
Been good. Seen a lot of things, met a lot of people. It's been a nice adventure outside the walls.
I'm glad you've had time to play around. We've had a lot to deal with in your absence, but you are required.
Required?
Yes. There is an honor fit for that of a Sirtet male. And unfortunately, only you fit the role now. So it is at your duty to step up into your role and aid your family.
Thought my family didn't want anything to do with me anymore.
I believe that was your doing. I don't think we ever said it was okay for you to leave. I never granted you permission to leave.
Fair enough.
But we
What
kept
is
our
this
tabs.
duty?
Oops, go ahead.
What is this duty that only I can fulfill that you mentioned.
We have a customary cultural ceremony that we must do in order for us to renew our vows to Gratula. Our talismans only work as long as our vows work. As part of the founding families, we have a responsibility. Your father cannot make the trip. Your brother is no longer around. So it falls to you.
Trip where?
Trip where, you said? This is for Reed.
You said, yeah. You said he can't make the trip. Trip where?
Oh.
What trip?
To the Gratula Gardens. He is bedridden.
Okay, so what am I to do?
You may use your own room and get comfortable, and we will come collect you tomorrow morning. We will do such the ritual, and you will be on your way again for your adventuring.
Guess I can be okay with that.
Good. I hope you all enjoy your stay. I will fuck this up. So she, Evelyn looks to each of you and says your full names. So like Andros, I forget your last name. Ulo, she says your full like Fey name. Ty, she says your full name and last name that you didn't even know you had.
Oh boy. What's my last name?
I don't know yet.
I mean, I as a player know it. I just,
Oh, okay. Good. I'm glad you do. Because
No, I
my notes
I know.
are names everybody's full name, which I did not list out.
Okay.
And same with Val. So everybody's full names are listed as she gives a look, and she gestures to your younger brother. Make sure they have the food and their needs, and are in by curfew. She turns and begins walking back up the stairs, and Valeria gives you a look, hard to discern as well with the neutralness of her face, Rolf. If you'd like to try and to discern it, you can make some sort of insight or wisdom.
Sure. I'll make a roll. Well,
The new Master's Manual, the new Dungeon Master Manual had some good stuff for making everything not an insight for this type of stuff. What'd you roll?
12.
12. Your sister, as time has aged, is impossible to read. Which she, so Evelyn leaves. Whoopsies. Evelyn leaves. You get a brief look at Valeria, and she just gives a knowing look of nothing, of
It's
neutralness.
literally her mom, but with glasses. It's funny.
Basically.
I love that. For those of you who care, you probably don't, but my full name is Tiveria Morand.
Well, I do care.
Everybody's so big. Okay. I'll look up more of that stuff later. the snot-nosed brother that still has some bruising even after all these weeks waves you over, and you guys come over towards what is the less impressive hall. There's multitudes of halls, so you guys would not be dined in the nicest of halls. And they begin pouring out water for all you guys, and they serve you food of just very minimal meats, the stuff that is pretty standard for what men are served to eat in Sormir. Or at least what Rolf is used to here. You guys have a very awkward, you can hear the of soldiers inside there. There is no happy music playing. It is a very tense and oppressive atmosphere. There's multitudes of different foxes that are all like high up, sort resembling like cats, but they're all perched down, looking and watching at you guys. Impossible to know whether they are normal cats or normal foxes or familiars without further magical inquiry. There is different types of like extravagant animals around here, like different types of birds and such inside this room. The room itself has different incense that are burning and overpowering whatever taste of food you might have here, or the lack of, because most of the really good tasting food is saved for the special guests in the courts and such. Am I recording? Yes. Okay. Is there anything, guys, you want to discuss over dinner?
Oh, we're doing errands for your family now?
Well, from the sound of it, I just go do this ceremony and then we can leave. Which,
Well,
faster we get it over with, the better. But I am curious and a little worried what the ceremony could be.
You don't have any ideas?
Yeah, where are these Cthulhu Garden?
They're
So-
just on the property?
No. So, the Cthulhu Gardens are not the Cthulhu Pools. And the Cthulhu Gardens, you can try and make a history check for you, Rolf, with advantage. And anybody else that's native to this plane. So, not Ulo. So, I guess Ty, Val, and Andros could try to make checks about these.
I'm on it.
Actually, not bad.
I was gonna say 18, not bad.
18.
Yes.
Okay.
In history.
Yep.
History. I also got an 18.
Okay, so you're all like pulling information together from the past. The Cthulhu Garden is a sacred garden in which the first tree was planted and grown by the founders of Sormir. This is an extremely sacred place, and some place you don't normally just waltz into. The renewing of these vows is a very, very sacred process, and there has been multitudes of times where even the male partner of the matriarch would not physically be able to make it there. They still found some way to get them there. So it is one of those things of like great honor and pride that often isn't skipped. And this is odd. Also, the Cthulhu Gardens are not public stuff, and their location isn't widely known. It is only known by the matriarchs of all the houses.
with regards to the ritual specifically, do we have any kind of indication as to what that might pertain, or is it very hush-hush?
Very hush-hush. This is for only the wisest and the most inner circle of those of the Cthulhian faith.
Is Rolf's brother with us still?
Ulo, you look across this very long dining hall, and you notice that sitting at the table, he wasn't invited, he wasn't allowed, but way down, so you guys have like 5, 6 things clustered at one end. He's just down there, and you just, as he's eating food that was meant for you guys, and he just took himself. And he is eating it while there's still other guards again against the walls.
Does he look hungry?
The
The
looks,
brother.
He's well fed.
Okay.
Often. So he's not fat per se, but he's certainly not struggling for food.
Not like the folks a couple blocks down.
Yeah, nothing like the folks a couple blocks down. He is healthy, and he has muscle, and he would not be seen as weak, as that would be an affront on Evelyn.
Except for that time where he was seen as weak.
When you guys beat the shit
But,
out of him.
Yeah. when his brother.
That was at night,
Oh.
and when no one could see.
And when it's
Yeah.
his brother, it's like that's okay because
Yeah.
you know one brother being better
Right.
than the other. That's okay.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Right.
This is fine.
I'm sure he suffered no consequences for not bringing him
Yeah.
back.
I mean, we're here now, aren't we?
Uh-huh.
got there
He's-
eventually.
Yeah, he's
He's the
absolved.
reason we're here.
Hey, Rolf. I mean, they sent him to get you. Do you think they told him anything?
I doubt it. They probably just. If I remember, he seemed like pretty perturbed because they just told him to come get me, and he didn't really know why. He thought I was not worth the effort.
How would she know our names? I didn't even know I had a second name.
You didn't know you had a second name?
You did what?
No.
How do you not know your family name?
I mean, I wasn't with my family for a long time. Didn't really use it much in the village. Just go by first name.
Well, you definitely, Lady Sirtet, definitely has eyes and ears in many places, and around her long lost son, probably a few more. So anyone around me, she probably knows about.
Hmm.
I certainly don't share my name willy nilly. Know where that came
No.
Yeah. Yeah, neither you nor Val would do that.
No.
Make a point not to, really.
Oh, I know. I've been there.
Sure, she spared no expense to figure out everything she could about people I was running with.
How much of
People
an
I was
expense
close
do you
to.
think that is?
Yeah, if you had to put a price on spying on us, what do you think that price
Yeah.
would be? Just ballpark.
That's priceless.
Oh, Rolf!
You know,
Is there a
Anything.
reason that even your family feels so tense? I mean, it seems like this entire region
Well-
is devoid of any joviality.
it's interesting. I expected something less common and trivial, I guess, for what they needed me for, with all the rumors and stories of everything that's happening in Sorenmere and the deaths and the upheaval and the things that we don't even hear about. There's, people talk. There's just an aura of badness in Sorenmere. For it to just be a ceremony for Cratula that is not anything new. I'm surprised, so. But I assume it's very dour here because of all the bad things that are happening around here.
So, I am a little curious, and I'm saying this fully in earshot of him. Why couldn't your brother accomplish this task? Why does he not have the honor of this?
You're gonna hear the silverware
Do I-
go down. He's
I
got a
have-
big
I have a-
fucking cheek of like swirl cheek full of food as he stops for a second.
You can hear the guards coughing again.
One of them chuckles a little. Would I know why, or is that a mystery to me?
That's a mystery.
Well, this whole ceremony is kind of a mystery to begin
Sure
with.
seems that way. I mean, you can just continue on this path, or try and ask questions, or
We follow blindly.
you can.
We do not read the writing on the wall.
No, you can do whatever you want with this. You can try and track down other people, friends, family, anything inside Soromir, any resources. You know, there are options to try and figure out what's going on. Or not. I mean, everything sounds on the up and up. Mom was chill. That's the chillest she's ever been to you than you can remember. So
Yeah.
things are good.
Which is suspicious.
No, it's
Mom
not. Shut
was
up. You're
good.
suspicious.
Hmm,
Perhaps chilling.
that's a good point. I'm gonna get up
Mhm.
and sit across from my brother.
Yes, Rolf. What could I do for you?
I just, was hoping we could, have a little chat, brother to brother.
Gonna punch me in the face again?
No, I would prefer not to.
Me too.
Yes. Sorry it came to that, but
I'm not.
of course.
You'll get yours.
I'm a
You
little
always do.
I'm sure. In time. Yes, all
Oh, it's him?
Yeah, yeah, it's him.
Little punk.
That is a
Incredible.
deep frown.
That little bit on bitch.
Bro, it's Timu Napoleon, bro.
And I've been away so long, and I'm supposed to do this ceremony. Do you have any idea what that's about and
Of course
why
not.
I'm needed for it?
None of us get to know what's going on. It's a miracle when Father knows if anything's going on. No, I don't know what her plans are, nor do I want to know. The less I know, the less I get in trouble.
Do you think Valyria knows?
She knows everything. Of course she knows. And I'd be careful with her. She's a changed person since last you knew her. She finally understood what it takes to make our family strong.
It's changed.
Valyria has changed.
Yeah. Like how?
Oh,
is
you're
she, like,
you're asking what's changed?
Yeah. How has she changed? Did she do something?
Why are you so direct? What that's so aggravating. You go away from court and you just that's. She's done things, I think. Stuff. I wouldn't know, but she seems more. I've spoken to her twice in the past 3 years. I don't know.
Wow.
She goes to court
So-
now, and she's very powerful, from what I'm told.
So she's become very serious and basically working closely with Mother.
Spitting image of Mother in her own machinations.
Well, I appreciate the talk. I might
He spills some wine
stop
on
by.
himself.
It's been a while since I've talked to her. Maybe I should see how things have changed these past 10 years.
You can certainly try, but good luck getting an appointment. I think she has a free moment a couple months from now.
Oh, she's just that busy, huh? Well, I'll give it a shot. If she's too busy to see me, then so be it.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah, you're probably right, but thank you anyway. And I'll get up.
Mm-hmm. He looks very smug and happy with himself. He thinks he won something there. He didn't.
Are there
Well, I
still
think if we're
foxes
gonna
walking
learn-
around?
What's that?
Are there still a bunch of foxes watching us?
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna drop my fork under the table and then get down there to go pick it up, and I'm gonna wild shape into a fox, similar to the ones that I've seen.
While you're down there, you see the masked man underneath the table for a brief second, and then you continue. Yes, you wild shape and you begin going up there. I'd say some of them start like walking away from you while others are curious.
I'm not gonna take like particular interest in any of them. I'm just gonna start moving around and whatever they're doing, whether they're just watching us or if they're like scratching a post or something. I'm gonna like try to do basically what they're doing just to try to fit in
Sure, make a performance
and
check.
and try to see if any of them are acting differently than the other ones. 22.
22. You blend in nearly seamlessly. The new interest of the new fox there fades as they then kind of return to what their patterns were as you nuzzle in after about 5 minutes or so.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep paying attention to them as I'm up there and my friends down there having conversations, see if there's anything different about any of them in particular, if they seem to have like a pecking order or if there's something strange about any of them.
Yeah, I'd say go ahead and make an insight check for that. With advantage because you have time.
26. Yeah, 26.
26. As you begin to survey all the different foxes up there, you do see that there's clearly a pecking order. And there is one of the purest black foxes that's there with tiniest bits of gold that are underscored its eyes, almost painted into the fur. Seems to be the leader in the top of this packing order and has multiple times was staring at you, surmising you, measuring you up as it continues to emit control over this area. It seems like this fox seems to give this aura that it's in control.
I want to find one that's lower down on the rungs, and I would like to try to speak to it in Sylvan.
Okay. Is there anything specific to Sylvan? Can Sylvan just talk to animals?
Woodland creatures,
Woodland
It's
creatures.
the language of woodland creatures
Okay,
in the Fae.
okay. Yeah.
So they may not be able to, reply to me in actual words, but they should understand what I'm saying, basically. Just come up to the one, try to get out of while this one's not looking at me, while the black one's not looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
Just say, does that one belong to the lady of the house?
It gives a nervous look up and back to you and gives a shake as it understands. Less a nod of the head, but an affirmative that would be natural to a fox.
Right. Is it with her during meetings and all the time, or it seems to be here on a mission? Would that be something that she would give to it?
The fox is confused. This seems more complex than a question of
Mhm.
the fox could understand.
Does it normally just sit in this room? Doesn't seem fit for it.
There would be the animalistic signal to let you know that no, it's not typically just hanging out here all the time.
Okay. And there's other foxes that are around it, or are they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of like, okay,
It's all in this
Um,
room on this like these upper levels that you can see that there's even like now that you're up here, think little sister tunnels like in BioShock, but for all the different for foxes. And the foxes
Okay.
seem to navigate throughout on their own independent tracks.
I'll thank the fox, and then I'm gonna go through the tunnels and just come up near the black fox and just witness it as other things are happening.
Okay.
See what it's actually paying attention to. Try to, not get too close, but close enough that I can see if it's doing anything weird.
There's certainly a game you feel forming between it acknowledges and knows that A, you're not part of all the normal foxes. B, it observes you observing, and it's amused by that. And so there's it's a permissions going on because that is how these things seem to go right now. You haven't affronted or caused any issues, so it's not going to just jump on.
Right. Yep.
Rest
Just
of
gonna
the
stay right here. Yep.
Yep.
So before we actually go through with this, well, what Rolf do you need to know in order to make it so that you're sure you're not walking into a trap? Make it so that we're not going to wind up doing something we regret. I mean, what do you need to know?
Well, I think it's as simple as just what kind of ritual are we do?
Well, she said it was the renewing
does
of the
it entail?
talisman stones, which is the renewing of the promise to Cratula from the original families that planted the first seed. So,
Yeah.
parting the founding myth of Sormir and all that. So it just seems like that seems up and up for whatever that is. That is a normal-ish thing that happens every like 20 years or so.
Have you ever met somebody who has done that ritual and come back?
My father.
Okay.
He was always the one to do it.
Your father is ill.
Yes. Very.
Is it could we speak to him? Is he completely
Possibly.
out of sorts?
It's a good idea. Maybe we can go see him.
Barring that, if a wealthy family such as yourself would have access to any kind of personal library, I could rifle through some books and see if I could turn up with anything.
Imagine any books on this are restricted to anyone but the lady of the house and maybe a few others.
That would make sense.
There's definitely books we can take a look at, but these are books that I grew up with, and I've read most of them, and I'm sure there's new ones, but I doubt it will be anything that would help us in this situation.
Do you recall anything from when your father last did this? Like, how long is this? Like a long trek away? Is this gonna be a?
You remember your
Significant
father was
work?
back within the half day.
He was able to do it within a day. Didn't take that long. And he seemed fine when he got home. Seemed like, just went for an errand and came back.
Boy, that would be such a dark fucking twist that your dad's slowly been replaced every time he's done this. That's not the play, but as you're describing it, it's like, boy, man, that may be. Now I'm
play.
interested. What are you writing? Sorry, continue.
Things are pretty secretive around here. Locked doors and sentries and not allowed. You're not allowed to go here and there, and I'm worried they won't let me see my father, but maybe they will. I was also thinking possibly speak with Valeria. She might be convinced to tell me at least something. But as my brother mentioned, she's changed over the years and seems to be a lot more serious and about the family and the rules and the secrets. So I don't know if she would actually help.
I'm going to subtly, like, stage whisper, I want to say, to the folks in such a way that I'm certain the masked man could hear us. And just say, it would be so wonderful if we had just an extra pair of eyes around to perhaps see things that we couldn't. It's just so unfortunate that we don't have anyone like that.
It is.
So unfortunate.
It's good news that the masked man is never visible. You guys can never see him. He's just so
never
good
see
at
him.
hiding.
Nope.
There's
He's
no
a lot of stuff,
no
though.
way anyone can help us.
He is so good at hiding that he just like, boy, it breaks my heart that these boys don't even know.
They have no idea.
Okay.
Someday he'll open up and reveal to all of you.
One day, who's gonna?
I'd say you wouldn't even know. I guess it would be a shot in the dark because you didn't look under the table and he didn't give you any indication that the masked man is under there. He's also already not there anymore.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yes, no, the masked man will not be.
It's a working assumption.
Yeah.
And why don't we start? I mean, my father's sick. I should see him anyway.
What
Is
should
that something you would like accompaniment with?
I was gonna say, what would you like us to do? I can't imagine your family wants a bunch of strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not.
Father.
Maybe I'll go see if I'm able to see him, and
Although for all we know, they already know that we're likely not a threat. So who knows?
they
Speak for
probably
yourself,
do, but-
Andros.
Why don't we go up there and see what's allowed, and then if only I'm allowed in, or none of us, we'll see, and we can decide there. I go to. I mean, I assume his room is the same.
Yes. So you're going
Place
towards your
that's
dad's
planned.
room, which sometimes he would share a room with your mother, but most times he would
Ooh.
not. She would have her own
Oh.
room. So you go to his study, and there, his bedroom, his master, and it's in the male version of the wing of House Sirtet, but the nicest version that you'll find. And stationed are guards outside, as well as different types of male nurses as well. As you guys approach, a bunch of the knights see you guys with all your utilities and weapons and everything, and there's like none of that's allowed in there.
Before we get there, do these tunnels keep going throughout the entire place?
Yeah.
Like, can I stay in the fox form and follow them along through the walls? Awesome.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that. Before we leave the room, Ulo's gonna go up to the black fox and just kind of give like a little fox bow
Yep.
and nod his head, and then go on into the tunnel.
You can tell there is an appreciation for you respecting a hierarchy. And so definitely you feel like you are ingratiating yourself to it in a good way. Something that feels natural or probably even more familiar to Fey politics that you recall. As you're going through these, before you get up to and out of one of the top areas to see everybody, it gets really dark and it's really clogged. as you are trying to get out of the less like porthole out, and you see just an incredibly fat cat that is stuck in this one.
Okay, just give it like a little nibble, just like a little bite, and just see if it moves.
Yeah, it moves. It just turns over and goes. "Meow."
I'm using my face step. I'm teleporting right past it. I'm not dealing with this cat.
Okay, so you teleport past it.
Yeah.
So
the
you
other side
teleport
of the
right to
cat.
the outside, and you can just see
Yeah.
the tail is just still happily going, and it is just stuck. It is a big black cat that is severely overweight, stuck in there.
And there's no other cats. This is just
No, this is the first cat
it's just the
you've seen.
cat. Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Normally, you need a
That is
pokey
fine.
flute for that kind of situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So they're asking us to hand over our weapons.
Yes, and only blood of the family is allowed.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, you guys
And we
can
can
either
hang
wait
on to
here
it.
or look around. If you'd like to do.
We'll be right here for you.
I'll hand over, whatever weapons I have on me.
They
Longbow,
take, yep.
hammer.
The hammer is extremely heavy for one of them. That's just like, what the
Yeah, go. Here you go.
Yep.
And let go. And then, I nod to, either side and walk in.
There's a knock on the door. You hear latches lock and unlock. And the door opens ever so slightly to let you in and closes behind. The guards just, you can hear the locks happen again. The guards just look at the remaining four of you. Just neutral. Seems like so many of these people are so lifeless. So without joy in their jobs. So rigid in whatever training that has been drilled into them.
Are there any
Rough.
foxholes that I can go through?
I would say no. To get into that bedroom, I say there is not.
Okay.
There is instead, yeah, no. There's nothing there. You can make a perception check.
21.
Instead of any other portholes up here, you can actually see there's like a descent of sorts that comes down, and there is a small cat door that is locked at the bottom where the guards are standing posts. So it does look like there would be a during normal circumstances, free access for a cat to enter and leave.
Would I have the insight to know if that's for a cat or if it would be any fox as
Could
well?
be any fox.
Okay. I'm gonna climb down
there hasn't been any indication of stairs. Like all the foxes been through tubes, where this has like the classic like rug nonsense that cats have clawed up that slowly slope down.
I see. Okay. Then I will stay where I am.
Okay. Rolf, as you enter into your father's bedroom, your father is laid out on his bed, and he looks ghastly. He looks extremely thin to the bone, his face gaunt, sunken. There is just tons of different scents and candles being blasted in here, smokes and different types of religious fervor and paraphernalia in the rituals that have been laid out in this area for his prayed health and good health. He lays in a gigantic bed with all sorts of golds and blacks and fox crests all throughout, tapestries everywhere. Nurses are by his bedside, and there is buckets filled with his innards on the outers, from vomit to diarrhea and such. He is definitely in a very poor state. There is a Crutulian cleric that's inside here that looks to be exhausted and is leaning against one of the dressers. There's tons of dressers and jewelry and knives and swords and just tons and tons of status symbols. Just everywhere the eye can see. His old armor, you remember how strong your father used to be, up on the wall, mounted on mounted on a mannequin. His fox crest shields mounted on the wall. This place gave you, did intimidate you as a child when your father was strong. This was the man that was very confusing in his love and his relationship to you. The things he would reward, or the things that little bits of your father you would see, but other times his actions would scare you. The cruelty, the indifference he could show, those things certainly scared you. But most of all was what scared you most is what your father would do for your mother. That is always the thing that you could never get past and drove you to leave. That he never protected anybody in the house from mom. He lays here, and one of the nurses leans in, and he goes, "Oh, Thaddeus! My son Thaddeus has returned!"
I'll walk up.
Mm-hmm.
No, Father, it's Rolf.
Rolf died. No. You must be Thaddeus, my son. You look so well. Oh, Rolf, he couldn't be my son. The ghosts come to me early. Tula tried to take me into her great gardens. His eyes are a bit glazed over and, still relatively, well, no. He's his age. He's not young, but he's not old.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily need to be this sick for somebody his age. Probably late 50s, early 60s.
It's been a long time, Father. How are you feeling?
Terrible, my son. There's so much to do. So much I wish to do for your mother. And I'm stuck, wasting in this bed. Mind goes in and out, but the puzzles from the goddess keep the mind as sharp as it can be. It's a fog. It comes and goes. Nothing tastes good anymore. I cannot help but wonder if it is my time or not. But it feels like there is so much to do. So much to serve. Our house. Our house is everything. You will see to that. If I do not recover, you will see that we are strong.
I was speaking with Mother, and she mentioned a ceremony for Cthulhu at the gardens. The one that you normally do.
Time has passed that quickly. It Like only 5 years ago I did that. How long have I been sick? My son. I'm sorry, Thaddeus, that you must go in my stead. I bring dishonor to our family. But this is what I had to do when my father passed before me, and you will now. You will take up. We will make sure our talisman is renewed, and our eyes see the gaze of the goddess. Yes. We will be blessed.
What does the ceremony entail?
He reaches his hand out for yours.
Yeah, I'll take it.
He grabs it, and it's so frail. So utterly frail, and there's like liver spots on his hand now and such.
Mm-hmm.
It is beautiful. It is a moment of our house in the eyes of the goddess. You will wrap hands with your mother over the stone, talisman of our house. Talisman that her mother's great-grandmother helped plant in the very first tree of these lands. Those trees bore fruits. 8 talismans, one for each of the families. In this moment, as male and the female leaders of the house, it's the only time you get to stand side by side as equals, because you are equals in the eyes of the goddess in her plane. No one is above another in the land of the goddess. She will grant you your blessings as you are of noble blood. The talisman will be renewed. The blessings and the gifts our family have received will continue. And you will be granted sight of the goddess.
Sight of the goddess?
You will see Bertula. When you look into the eyes of the goddess, you will feel peace you will never achieve on this plane. And when the ceremony ends, returned back. And there will be a grieving process as you are stuck here instead of being invited into her gardens. But with that grief comes wisdom of how you shall serve and live your life. He says it all very much reminiscing as this beautiful experience, this dream, this fond memory that he's done quite a few times in his life.
Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for stepping up when I fall. If it is time, I imagine there is not much time for me at all. Male heirs do not, or male leaders do not live long in these lands.
They don't?
Generally speaking, no. Like, male kings, again, because of the matriarchy type of deal, like,
Yeah.
men don't really, they don't matter much. So it's just like, think of the reverse of our patriarchy in medieval times of like marrying daughters around and stuff like that. So
Sure. Okay.
yeah, it's more that aspect, not just like people
Okay.
getting disappeared. Just they're just not valued. So they're like,
Okay.
Evelyn could always get another husband.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you've served your house and your lady well.
There's a big, like, relief to hear that. And he goes, "You're a good son, Thaddeus. You're a good son."
Leave you to rest, Father.
Some of the clerics begin tending to him again and reapplying, like, washcloths and stuff to him and so forth.
I'll leave the room.
As you leave the room, you can definitely feel the sense of death in this room. There is a presence here that is hard to put. Pardon me, your finger on as you leave.
Presence?
Yeah, whether it be the goddess Cratula or something else, there's definitely something spiritual in the feeling of death around here.
Like, just neutral death or like evil death?
Make a religion check. Rolf is like about to leave, and he's just like,
He's like, wait.
"What kind of death?"
That ain't right.
I like that.
What vibe am I feeling right now?
Rolf hears this like deep, heavy breathing. Something's not right.
Not right.
Very
He might be
familiar, heavy
sick.
breathing of like dangerous, evil, demonic forces.
Yeah.
Something in the air tells me things are amiss.
Christ, get out of my way! I'm so hungry.
12.
12. Nothing discernible. Nothing overtly evil or anything's inside here, and you don't hear any heavy breathing like that. Maw of becoming is not around.
I'll go. Right before I leave, I turn back and I go to one of the clerics.
Yeah. Yes.
How long has he been sick?
It's probably been about 2 years now. He's been fighting this.
What is he sick from?
We're not 100% confident where it came from, but we know it to be cancer. And your father's been very, very sick and battling it. We've been doing our best to try and cure it. It seems like any time we are able to cure the disease, it comes back in a new shape, way, or form.
Thank you for your time and for your care for him.
I didn't hear any of that, sorry, but what would you say?
Oh, sorry, I said thank you for your time and for caring for him.
Of course, Prince.
And then I'll go.
Okay.
Does Rolf look when he walks out of the room?
Handsome.
It's given.
Deep in thought.
Oh, nice. Brooding.
Ponderous.
Just a little bit.
Nice.
Very pensive.
Furrowed brow.
Definitely furrowed brow.
Okay.
Anything of value learned?
Well,
You're standing in front of guards.
yeah, I know. I was gonna say we can walk and talk.
Forget your hammer. He hasn't lifted it a single
yes.
time. He's been trying this whole time.
I will very easily pick up the hammer with one arm.
Go! He had just leaned it up against the wall, and he was trying to pick it up, and you just pick it up off the wall as he was trying to shift it back to you.
doesn't seem like he told me about the ceremony. He seemed to look fondly upon doing it. He mentioned seeing Cratula. What a wondrous experience it is. And he did mention a kind of mourning period, in a sense, to have been left in this realm instead of going into Cratula's realm. But it seems simple. You just the two leads, man and a woman of the household, put their hand over the stone and do the ceremony for the what was it, a seal, talisman,
Yep.
to restore the talisman.
Huh.
Seemed
And-
pretty straightforward.
What are our chances of... Is this the same thing that we need for our task?
No. Oh wait, hang on.
That
wait.
talisman is what you need to get to use the pools.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So we need the
he's
talisman.
clever the way he weaves them
Oh,
together.
That DM's good.
Interesting.
I forgot we needed that.
It's
Yeah,
just
we
leading
super
me...
need that.
Just leading me to my next question of, so, I mean, you know your mother better than we would. What are the chances of this happening if we do this task?
When is it supposed to happen?
Tomorrow.
On the
Tomorrow.
menu.
You get to meet Cratula, Rolf?
Like, are we able
Apparently.
to just do a little hop, skip, and a jump over to wherever the place we need to be is, and then return it by sundown?
Well, my mother will be with us. She
No,
has to be there
that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
what are the chances of her giving us permission to do what we need to do if we
Probably
comply to
not.
her request?
Probably
Yeah.
not without supervision.
Maybe. The talisman. I mean, it gets used for stuff. You need it to go to the pools. Right?
Yes. So it gets used for all kinds
Yes.
of type of stuff. So yeah.
So we could possibly, maybe I can ask it as a favor for doing this.
Is
It would seem
I mean,
that
no
she
disrespect.
needs you.
I mean, I do not mean any disrespect. But is she the one that just allows favors?
I mean,
I'm
she did
with
spend
you.
for him. Seems like a big deal.
I
It
usually
seems
think
like
that
it's a pretty important piece of the family.
and I am part of the family. And they needed me here to restore it. So maybe I can spin that in our favor.
That's what I'm hoping. It's not like we're keeping it. We just need
No.
to utilize it for a singular thing.
Is there foxes around us?
Oh yeah.
That's I'm being very explicit with the words I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I'm also.
Including Ulo Fox.
Mm.
Ulo Fox.
Speaking
Yeah.
of which, I'm gonna
Oh shit, where'd Ulo go? I lost track of
continually
him
look.
20 minutes ago. Shit.
Oh, you had him.
Ulo back
bad.
stuck in a different vent.
I'm gonna continuously look for like foxes that are paying particular attention to the group as I follow along.
Yeah. I'd say any foxes with like gold accents on them always seem more attentive and seem more like the ones that maybe listen.
I just want to approach one of them if my group is stopped. I know they were walking, but if
Yeah.
they stop at any point and talking to each other, and if there's a gold fox nearby, just approach it and say hello in Sylvan.
What was that last? What did you just say?
Just hello in Sylvan. Just,
Oh, in Sylvan. I thought you said hello.
Not
It's a
common.
me.
I was like, hello, it's a me, Ulo.
Yeah. As it just looks at you and it gives you this look of like, how dare you approach me? Notably, this one is female.
The audacity.
The brood mother.
I'm also a beautifully golden, hue. But yeah, I'm not gonna impose then if I notice that dynamic.
Okay.
I'll
You see a
keep
big,
moving
very
on then.
snooty. Up. Noses away, just being like, huh.
I'll continue on. Yeah, I'm not gonna
Mhm.
bother with the female foxes.
That's a whole bunch of drama. That's not. Okay. All right, you guys return to Rolf's room. Rolf, your room is extremely minimalistic. Shockingly, your family left it the way you left it. You continually would throw out all of the rich belongings and stuff they would give you. And they got to the point where they were tired of picking all these fine pieces of gold and money and such and armors off the poor grounds below. And you even got frustrated as well because they'd make like the poor workers clean up your little tantrums. So then you would start just like putting them outside your front door, and this war went on
And
for
I
quite some time.
Probably, if they were putting gold shit in there, I would probably try to take it to people.
Mm-hmm. That's probably why it stopped then. Because if you
No,
started
yeah,
giving
I was
gold
like, "You're
to
gonna
poor,
give me
they were
gold
probably.
shit? All right, I'm gonna give it to people." So I.
And then I would say in this memory we're talking through right now, they would been the people you gave it to would have been accused of stealing Sirtet gold and punished.
Classic.
That stopped that too.
Incredible.
Man, they suck. Yeah. Well.
There's
I'm
a
gonna
single...
start casting Tiny Hut.
Okay. You're casting Tiny Hut?
Yeah, I'm gonna start casting Tiny Hut.
You're casting the shit out of Tiny Hut?
Take me a few minutes, but
Taking them
we'll
tons of
eventually
minutes?
have-
Casting Tiny Hut?
So what are we? What's the plan? We just hole up for the evening and hang
4
out.
p.m. curfew, 10 p.m. They're gonna have you up
I'm
at
gonna-
6 a.m.
I'm gonna come up to Rolf. Still Fox, but I can talk. What do you know about the black fox? Have you seen it before? Do you know it? Seems that there's some. Oh, this is Ulo, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. There's seems to be some kind of hierarchy. It seems to be the lead of the court.
How familiar would I be with these foxes?
Marginally. So you would at least know this is your mom's part of.
we got him. Inflict wounds.
Damn. That's really bad.
He's dead. No.
I already lived through that once, Reed. We don't need to do it again.
Yeah, I was telling Ari about that. Where you just hear this giant thunk and you're like, "You okay?" Just silence. And then you get over me like, "Come on, you're okay." And I'm like, "I don't think so." And you just like,
You're like, I think I just fainted, and I'm like, what the fuck?
"Mm."
I don't know if you guys have heard that. Yeah.
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah.
I spent the night over at their apartment, and Reed was like sick with like a flu or something, and like I woke up the next morning. He went up to get like
Water.
a glass of water, and then I just hear thunk, and like lying in the air mattress, and I'm like, Reed, you okay? I don't think so. What do you mean? What happened? I think I might have fainted. What?
Yep.
Or buddy.
I don't remember much of anything that was going on that time, but I do remember just like the hunter being like, "No, no, Dr. Mo, no!" I feel like that was the vibe. Again, who knows? But it definitely felt like, come on, it's fun time right now. Don't do this. And then I proceeded to have the flu for like 2 weeks.
Anyways, back to D&D.
The tiny hut goes up. We
Oh,
have a
yeah, I was talking about it's your mother's spy network of sorts.
Yeah.
It's a mix of both familiars and foxes that are domesticated. And some that just have like natively magical connections to the Sirtet family. With that, those familiars come from the court mages your mother has, and there is plenty of her own little magical allies that she uses to get what she wants.
Give that information. You know,
Mhm.
there's
Well, yeah, I was playing around with them, but they seemed accepting. A little bit more accepting than the people, maybe.
yeah, well, they're just workers essentially. They're not the high ups that are not accepting of others.
And your sister, does she interact with them at all? Does she have her own fox? Also, there was a large cat. Do you know about that?
That you would know. That would be your dad's cat. That he would always overfeed. He was not, as much as he liked foxes, he had a love for cats. And he always had at least one
yeah.
cat. And,
Yeah.
you know, he might have mentioned during that meeting that his buddy's been missing for quite a while. There might have been a little rambling in there about, like, I haven't seen my cat in ages. In between the lucidness and unlucidness of your father.
Well, that's my father's cat. He's always had one, and he has always overfed his cat.
Every single cat he's ever owned has died of overweight. And that's not even close. Every single one.
Does he just get another one that's the same color? Names it the same
That's
thing.
incredible. That is incredible.
That's up to Ryan.
Just so tied to the same cat. You just can't part with it. I love it.
Zach, that
Oh
sounds
my,
like
he
some
hasn't
really,
seen all
really
that
tiny
many,
trauma from whatever his mother was prior to whatever family he was once in, and he loved his beloved cat. And then you're going to marry the Sirtets. I don't want to. So, something's in there, and there's something harmful in there for that kid. He's never gotten over that trauma, and all these years later, he always has his happy fat cat.
It's like 20 years later. Oh, you've lost weight. We gotta feed you some more. And it's just a new kid. It's just a new kid.
Very clearly half the size.
It's half the size. The fur is like slightly different in terms of the pattern.
Oh my God! Nobody's feeding you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
When the dome goes up, the dome is opaque, so nobody can see through. If we, that gives us a little bit more privacy.
I'm just gonna stand
so
halfway in.
Dan- To answer your question,
My body's just like cut off.
I don't believe my sister had any foxes when I was here, but it's been a long time, and she's much more involved now. I wouldn't be surprised if our mother has been teaching her how to work with them, and perhaps giving them, giving her some of her own.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, if you want me to pull your dad's cat out of the tube that he's up there, I can try. I don't know if that's something you
Jeez,
think
he's
is worth
stuck.
trying.
I think that might be maybe a nice thing to do.
All right. Well, if we start walking around, I'll show you where to stand so I can try to push him out and catch him.
Okay. Mm.
That's true, D. That's what matters.
Do you
All the other plot shit, fuck that. Save the cat.
Save the cat.
do you think we have time in the day to address the Griffin situation?
No.
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 What do you mean? We'll
That'll
just
be
hunt them
a-
all down. Easy peasy.
After, I think we deal with that after we deal with everything here.
Yeah, the way things have gone, that's a later problem.
Well, you said you wanted to try to talk to your sister. Is that still something you want to do? I mean, now that you have the information.
I have a bit of something did seem interesting, but I think I might just be looking too much into it because my father's delirious and sick, but he seemed to think it wasn't that long ago that he did a ceremony, but maybe he's just lost track of time. Hard to tell.
Is there any way to confirm that?
I mean, we always knew when it was happening, right, Reed? Like it was like a whole thing, or was it kind of
I'll say,
smoke and dagger?
like, you guys knew the day it happened, and it was never always consistent, right? So it wasn't always like
Yeah.
exactly every 20 years, on the 20 years, on this date of this day. It was never that consistent. There seemed to be something to it as well, part of Cthulhu's like way of this, of like almost as a puzzle within itself to make sure you're at the right place in the right time. So there's a bit of that,
And-
but it doesn't vary. Like it's plus or minus months, maybe, not years.
Yeah. And does that math work out for right now? Based on when I remember him doing it?
Let me think. You haven't been here for 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
Go ahead and make a history check.
Just like whenever he did it last, plus 20
Yeah.
years. Natural 20.
No, that's not checking out. You don't think time-wise. That doesn't seem right. That's
When would I think the time would have been?
right around what he said in his lucid.
5 years
lucid
ago?
Say, yeah, about 5 years ago.
Huh. Now that I think about it, the math doesn't work out. He said he thought he did it 5 years ago, and that would have made sense.
Possible they do it and it doesn't count?
Possible that they use it in such a way that burns through energy more. Perhaps they fall out of favor with the goddess.
Well, that's
like a
we're
finite
dealing
thing?
with. We're dealing with gods here. Who knows? That's the problem. The problem
Where
is
do
I
they-
can't tell if it's a thing with Cthulhu or if we're being lied to.
Where do they keep the talisman while it's not being blessed?
In your mother's vault.
Yeah. My mother's fault. But like, people use it for stuff so they can like request it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's specifically though, remember, anybody had the bloodline.
Yes, yes.
And basically there is one daughter. So she's about the only other one that has like pretty easy access, while the rest, minus maybe your dad and probably Thaddeus, had
Well,
good access, while the rest of them probably didn't have access.
Valyria would have pretty good access to it, so maybe I can ask her if she can help us borrow it to take it to the pools.
Wouldn't hurt to ask, I think.
Yeah. I think
Sounds
it's
like
worth it. I wanted to
she's-
talk to her anyway.
Right.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Go see if I can track down Valyria and see if she can make time in her schedule.
As you begin
I'm
to
going
try,
to redo my wild shape. Like
Okay.
to re-up it just so I have more time.
yeah, sure.
Before I do that, I'm going to take Rolf's hammer and then wild shape.
The giant mole?
Yeah, I'm not weak.
No, that's not what I was asking.
Yeah.
I'm logistically, I know you could pick it
When
up.
when you
you're-
wild shape, the equipment morphs into you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I misinterpreted. I thought he was asking like, yeah,
no,
I
not
just
as
put it in my
not
mouth.
as a fox. Yeah,
I
no,
thought-
not as a fox.
He turns into Sif from Dark Souls.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Just saying.
That's exactly what I thought Luke was just
the
pitching me.
giant maul in
No,
his
no.
mouth.
But with the
hanging
maul.
And he's
around.
just getting like he's just either getting stuck on shit like dogs or breaking
He's like
shit.
constantly ankle downward.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be so just dragging
Top
across
heavy.
the ground.
Yeah.
Head's
Yeah.
just like lopsided from the
Yeah,
head of the
yeah,
poor
yeah.
hammer.
As you begin to try to go to the matriarchal side, guards stop you, and the handmaidens don't let you through. They're like, the princess is extremely busy, and it is wonderful to have your arrival, but as much as it was unknown and unannounced, she doesn't have a schedule or time in her very busy schedule, but we can petition for you to get in as soon as possible.
Thank you. Yeah, that's very nice. If I was to give you a note, could you pass that along?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Please see if she can fit me in. In the meantime, I will write something up. I'll be back.
And you'll be here for at least a couple weeks, correct?
Couple weeks.
Oh yes, she won't be free for weeks.
Yeah. Probably won't be here that long. Let's I'll hand you a letter and maybe you can just pass one back
Okay.
at some point. Yeah, I'll work on that. I'll get back to you. Thank you.
Okay. And
Okay, so we'll go back to the room,
yep.
into the hut, and I'll work on a letter.
Okay.
I'll be like,
That was quick.
start with some niceties. Hope it's been well.
On our way back to the room, I want
Yep.
to point out where the cat is.
Yep.
And try to push the cat out.
Yeah. So you go around the other way, and as you're back, as you come and see its face, and you put your head into it, go ahead and give me a strength check.
What is a fox? Ah.
Oh, not so fun when you have to pull up the stat block, is it?
Not strong. That's good. Okay. That's a 12.
Oh, that's it.
Oh my god, -4? That's crazy.
Yep.
Crushed it. No problem. As you
Wow.
pop him right out, you put your head in, and he's just slowly like curling out and around. And as he comes out, he wasn't that stuck. He was stuck, but he wasn't that stuck. As
He
you're
could
able-
have tried.
as he gets out, it shakes itself off, and You see, there's a bit of like a thank you as he looks towards you. He's got this little like golden ball on its neck, and he's all prissy and like puffed up, and it gives a big stretch, and it begins going down the stairs you saw earlier, and then it begins clawing at the door. And the guards are like, I don't think that's allowed in there. And the thing just sort of pisses on them a bit, and they're like, fuck it. As they open it up, the thing goes in and starts to get stuck a little bit, and then gets through as it closes.
Very nice.
Fat Cat will remember that.
Okay, yeah. So after we do that, I'll work on the letter.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will mention that we would like to, however, we would normally, talk about taking out the talisman. I don't want to make it, weird or sound special. Just be like, I would like to take the talisman out to go to the pools of Cratula. I think that's what they were called. Cratula pools.
Mm-hmm.
So if after the ceremony I am able to do that, that would be fantastic. And then now, thank you for taking the time to read my letter in your busy schedule, Rolf. Then I'll go back and pass it.
Okay.
I don't think I would
Here you
survive in
go.
polite society.
Make sure she gets it.
Thank you very much. And Wick. I'm gonna go find my brother again.
Yeah.
What?
No, I'd say you'd find which brother? Because this one,
I mean,
you'd probably
any of them really.
This one would be just like taking one of his practice swords, and he's just sucking at a dummy. He's just hitting a dummy by himself, pretending it's you, and just trying to beat the shit out of you.
Dummy falls forward and crushes him.
Alden.
And then you also have two other brothers.
Yes.
There nowhere to see since
Um,
the entrance, the start. There was only a glance
Yeah.
at, oh, who's the new baby, and then
Yeah.
this stable.
Baby's younger than than how long I've been gone.
Yup.
I've never met him before.
Nope.
I'll whoever I find first. So Alden, I imagine.
Yeah, it's probably all. He's the
Yeah.
easiest to find because you can see consistently everybody just stays away from Alden. He's a very isolated kid.
Yeah.
And kid, he's in his 20s.
I feel less bad now. He had his chance.
Yeah, in this household. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hey, Alden. How's it going?
Oh, fuck. I'm in deep training right now, Rolf. What do you need?
Well, we can maybe spar together while we chat. If you want to.
You can see first there's like originally when he was talking to you, there was a bit of like, oh my god, I'm getting attention right now. I love this. And then you say that, and there's like, ooh, I can kick his ass. And then there's a part of him that remembered last time, and you see his entire body be like, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. I don't want that.
No. Just very, very, very friendly. Nothing serious. Just a little sword play.
Of course, I'm not. Of course.
Okay. And if there's like a practice sword around, I'll grab one.
You're in
Swinging
an
around a little bit.
indoor training hall that is extremely extravagant, extremely well done for the princes to practice inside here. You see remnants of your brothers, where their practice swords would be Lysander's, and then the brother you haven't met, Hale, he has like a toy sword that's down here as well.
Yeah.
You can see that Thaddeus's equipment is still here. Most of it looks extremely beat up and battered. His like plated armor itself looks like it was in battle, and it looks like it was pierced.
Okay. Well, he did die in battle, right? Thaddeus?
You don't know what the fuck happened to Thaddeus. They just said he's
Oh.
dead.
I don't know. Okay.
There's like, Thaddeus is gone, Dad's sick, we need you.
Okay. So yeah, start like sparring a little bit.
Yeah. Go ahead and give an
just-
athletics check with advantage.
Trying to stick with basics. I'm not trying to hit him at all. Just kind of a lot of just like blocking, just hitting swords together.
He knows a fair amount of stuff, but he is just so
Yeah,
incredibly
yeah.
weak.
Athletics. 18.
You confidently have the right footwork in the right places, and you're able to talk and multitask while balancing while balancing your swordsmanship. And there's a wave of nostalgia that's hitting you as your brother, and you don't say much for a fair amount of the exchange until a bit of comfort begins to settle down, and your brother sees this isn't an opportunity for you to embarrass him, and his walls go down by a millimeter as you guys continue to go back and forth.
Nice. Yeah. So, Father seems to think he did a ceremony 5 years ago. Do you recall that?
No, that would be too short. Then you would be doing the ceremony too early. That would be, unless the stone is drained, but I don't remember the stone ever being drained before. That's not how that works.
He
No,
seemed a little confused, so I wasn't sure.
Yes. It's dreadful to see Father in that state. He was always such a strong man of service to our mother. It's always difficult to see.
And I was sorry to hear about Thaddeus. I never learned what happened to him.
Oh, it's terrible, terrible. He's passed on to the great gardens in the world, the perfect prodigal son. I don't know what happened, but some great battle somewhere, and great fame and fortune, and something. But we buried the body, and the normal send-offs. It was a sad day. Probably about 2 years ago. Probably about two years ago, Thaddeus's funeral was. It was very sad. Closed casket and everything. They said it was real gruesome.
Do you know who he was fighting?
They blame it on those, the hell was all that stupid history about, and everybody going on and on. In recent years, all they ever talk about, the boring war with the purple eyes. There's more of
Yes.
those at Starcrest. Starcrest. Yes, I'm so good. Oh my god, it's like I made the world. It's so good. That's the only thing I made. ages ago.
Starcrest.
Yes, in the ruins of Starcrest.
So, Malorans in Starcrest?
Yes, those Malorans. But it's the corrupted ones that still skitter out and about. The non-reasonable ones. They get here and there as we've continued to fight them back. As our tutor, he would probably have the name. So whatever your tutor's name is, lore-wise, he would say a very familiar name. I would go and drone on and on about our great defense of Sormir and how amazing and valiant we were to stand up against the madness hordes to our lands. They're still there and, hanging out around Starcrest. No matter how many men we seem to send in there, we can never clear the place out completely. I say we just blow the whole damn thing up. We have enough magic and power. Just sink it all into the ground. Why do we keep losing good men like my brother? Our brother. That's right, our brother. I see. He's so used to, talking down to outsiders that he's just like, oh, kinship. Because it's very clear he's always talked down to, so he just passes the buck downhill. He's still a vile little bastard.
Yep. Now that I think about it, the last time I remember Father going on a ceremony, and I'll mention like whatever year it was.
Yeah.
So around, if supposed to be 20 years, that would have been 5 years ago.
Maybe it was supposed to be, but it could have got delayed. Delays happen all the time.
Maybe. Seems interesting.
Yes.
Well, I'll let him get a hit in, and I'll
Yes!
be like,
Yes! You see, he's so proud of himself. Oh, I knew the feints would
You
get
got
you
me.
that time. Oh.
You got me. Well,
You
thank
better
you
watch
for
out next time.
for the I'll watch out. Thank you for the bout and for letting me know some of the things I've missed.
Of course.
Have a good one. And I'll put the sword back.
Okay. While Rolf was doing that, the rest of you that were still inside his room hear a knock at the window. You guys are on
no.
like the 5th floor.
I'll go take a look.
Like you don't see anything directly face out. You have you could open up the window to look out.
Yeah, if I don't see anything, I'll just kind of be like, I'll like I'm standing above the hut at this point, and then I like duck in, and I just like give the rest of the group like a look, and then
Yeah.
I just like walk over and I'll open the window and look out.
As you open the window and look out, you look to your right, which you can see openings to looking down across the land of House Sirtet, and then to the left, you see something else. Let's change the music.
I would have been following or shadowing Rolf,
Yeah,
not eavesdropping his conversations, but just there in case he
Yeah.
meets somebody. Respectfully allow him to talk to his family.
You need a chaperone.
So,
Buddy
as
system.
you look to your
Exactly.
left, you see an individual wrapped in black cloaks all around, and as it's starting to, dim in the day, but underneath you can see some green under these tunics as a young man that resembles Rolf's age, clean cut, brown hair, brown eyes. He's got nice leather gloves on, leather boots, and very much like kind of a rogue attire of sorts as he's up here, as he's looking at you. And he's just like, oh, hey. Rolf in there?
I just what? is this guy just like hanging off the side of the just like climbing on the side of the building? Like, because you said this is the 5th floor. I just
It's
kind
the
of
fifth floor for sure. Yeah. So there's like the tiniest bit of a landing's too much, is right. But he's got like his feet against the wall as he's leaning against this like nearly vertical surface, but not quite. As he just wind and breeze.
Yeah. Can I ask who you are?
I asked you first.
I'm an associate of Rolf's. I'm an ally of Rolf's.
Ally, associate, then transitive property. We're best friends.
Oh no.
He reaches his hand out for you to grab his hand.
I'm gonna take a moment. Are there any of the foxes in this room?
Yeah. You would see at least one fox inside this room right now.
I'm gonna kind of like lower my voice and I'm like, is it safe for you to come in here at the moment?
As long as there's not like a fox in there.
Yeah, there's definitely one in here.
He reaches in and nearly loses footing for a second, and he goes right back for a second. He's like, and he goes.
And then I
into
kind of
his
like look to
shirt.
the side as if I'm like looking at like an animal. Like I'm trying to like pass it off. Like I'm looking at one way and then I'm like looking at
Yep.
like an animal watching animals or something go by.
Yep. And he hands you like a little like what looks like what would be catnip type of deal, in like a little bag, and he just sort of here.
I'll like
Just-
kind of lean to the side and like finger under like a hand under my arm cross. I like grab it from him.
Yep. So he gives that to you, and he goes, just crumble that on the edges of the room, and they hate that stuff. They'll run right away.
Give me just a few moments.
Yeah, no, I can do this all day. No problem.
I'll just kind of like walk back into the room, and I won't even talk to the group. You'll just see me kind of like walk around the room, and like I'll start like a little bit. Not like I'm not gonna go directly to the fox,
Yeah.
but I'll start at like an edge, like 10-ish feet away, and then I'll just like start kind of just like pacing the room, like I'm inspecting the minimalism, and I'm just gonna start sprinkling it along the edges.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll as I pass the door, I'll kind of like pop the door open, peek out, and then kind of sprinkle across the threshold. And do a little once over around the room.
As like the fox is interested at the window, and it's slowly like inquiring more and more. But as you like finish putting all that, you can see the fox start going like, and it just like, and then leaves through one of the tunnels.
I'll close the door. I'll go back to the window, like quickly double check before I head over, make sure there's nothing else, and then I'll go and I'll like hold my arm out.
Oh, good. Yes. No, it's okay. As grabs your arm, pulls inside here. Oh.
I don't know how much time you got with that, but
sometime it is time enough to take an old friend out for a familiar run. Where's Rolf?
he's not here at the moment, but I can
Oh,
try to catch him.
crap.
He was gonna try to talk to one of his brother, I think.
Oh, that's a terrible idea. His brother sucks.
Yeah, he seems like it.
I heard that you group with him came into town, so I had to see for myself. I haven't seen one of my friends in 10 years now. Basically up and left overnight. Ooh, is this a tiny hut? So he enters into the tiny hut.
Not unless I say so.
He's trying to get in there. Come on.
Real.
What's your name? Who are you?
Yeah, can you, before you, could you tell us who are you?
You seem like trustworthy people, I think. He gives a second to look at you. Yeah, Rolf trusts you. You are with
I'm
Rolf.
Andros,
You're Andros.
and I hold out my arm.
He grabs yours. Tied Rasmus.
Okay.
Been playing with Fae and demons and still hands out his full name.
Crazy.
I know this guy.
You certainly do. Hunter certainly does. Hunter has immediately opened up Windows to text other people instead of continuing to play this game.
What does he look like? Like, do I notice anything about him now that I can like get a look?
Tide looks like this. Underneath, you can see on his underneath, like from the black cloak, the green on him. You can see symbology on his collar that is the symbol of the stallion, and it is the symbol of House Rasmus of Soromir.
Classic Tide. It's these tie names, guys. It's these tie names.
You look like a soldier. You fight?
Oh yes, yes. I am well trained. Both me and Rolf enlisted military for our families is basically the only occupation suited for us. But indeed, you like horses? You ever raced before?
I'm not much one for horses, but I was part of the I was squad leader in the Dawn Guard for 2 decades.
Excellent
Ages
force,
ago.
excellent people. Oh well, good for you,
I like
man.
horses.
You just hear a voice from inside the dome.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, everybody. I think he seems pretty on the up and up.
He looks pretty chill. Pretty cool.
I allow him to enter the dome.
Ah, see, just needed the old permission. It's almost like I'm a vampire, but I'm not. It's weird how you reverse that, where you have to invite me in. But anyway, hi, what's up?
Are you actually a vampire?
No, but like you know how those
Smile.
stories go that you can only be invited through. That's
Smile.
how they get inside. Yeah, that's supposedly how it works, but that's a bunch of bullshit.
Smile.
What?
I'm asking him to smile. I want to see his teeth.
He gives you such a charming, handsome smile. Like it is.
Any fangs in there?
Yeah, there's no fangs, but reeking of charisma.
You can't just lead with I'm not a vampire and expect us to believe it, you know?
Oh,
That's
I
exactly
was
what a
getting
vampire
to it
would
because
say.
we've had vampire issues not too long ago. So that was something
Wait,
that
here?
we were, yes, very much dealing
Oh
with.
God.
And thankfully, like one of my family's most trusted individuals, his name's Hadrian, helped us take care of this.
Hadrian.
Yes, yes.
Did Hadrian build a wall?
What?
He like breaks down walls.
It's,
Give me
never
just a
mind.
moment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flick my stone arm for a moment, and I'm gonna cast message. I'm gonna be like, Rolf, you should come back right away.
Oh, good idea. Good idea. Yeah.
You bust out the walkie-talkie.
Yeah. Rolf, get back here. Over.
Oh,
Well,
Really?
I
you didn't hear anything
get there
about
as fast as I can.
What's that?
in this region.
Yes. No, it seems to be under wraps. There's so much of certain houses don't like certain things getting out, and that was in House Cross's territory, so they're more one for secrets. You'll come to find that we at House Rasmus don't really care so much for that in the courts and such. It's all bother. People are people. Help. And this place needs a lot of help.
It's
Amen
awful
to
here.
that, Raz. Amen to that,
Yep.
Tide.
If I want to just inspect his face. What's the vibe I'm getting off this guy when he says
He's handsome.
you want to help? We want to help.
You get the vibe. Go ahead and make a insight check.
John, every man looking guy could do no harm, surely.
12.
I mean, Rolf's a good-looking guy. He's
He
never
is
done anything
being
wrong.
very straightforward. He's not trying to obfuscate anything. There seems like a genuine excitement and fear for the friend he's missed all this time. And as you've known Rolf in the military, it's no leap to know that, like, given what you've seen, it seems like good people can be hard to come by in certain places in Soromir. And so these two clearly attracted to one another, and there's almost a bit of desperation that there is still someone good in Soror, in Sirtet land.
Sirtet world.
How much do you hear about outside the nation by chance?
Fair amount. We have to stay up to date, especially in case we're worried about military movements. I mean, you Dawn Call military, so former. Dawn Call was under attack. Demons. There's
Oh yeah.
crazy amount of hobgoblins making moves. Dragons are being sought around. A disease that's knocked down some of the heralds.
Have you been following us?
No.
I think he might be kind of like Rolf's mother. They just know much. They have the connections to know.
Information is
Man.
very, very valuable here, and the only thing really men get to do is our war. So we got to stay on top of being ready at a moment's notice to defend. There's only so many drills of cavalry you can ride before you are sick of riding in open fields of nothing.
I feel like I want to have a good long talk with you, but we should get you to talk with Rolf first.
Rolf returns.
Rolf. The go.
Rolf, as you enter the tiny hut,
Goes off.
Tide immediately comes up to you and gives you a big hug and slap on the side. He does like whatever your guys like military greetings would have been in the past. Very informal, not like oh hello, just the camaraderie.
Do they do
as he tries to.
Do they do the forearm handshake?
Sure. He tries.
yeah.
It looks like he's trying to rekindle and pull out of you this old friendship of sorts. Do you return it, or do you have a different relationship with Tide now?
Sure. I think at first it will be like shock. Be like, Tide. Wow.
We picked up a little birdie.
You would be though familiar. You would be shocked that more the Tide's here right now, not that he got in your room.
Yeah.
This was something that was commonplace, that he would then get you to go, you guys would go out and help people. He was part of the crew that got you in trouble with your family a lot.
Of course. Wow, it's so good to see you.
Same here. Look at that beard on your face. Oh my gosh. Get out of the military. You don't got to shave anymore. You just look great and strong as ever. My gosh. You could get suited for Skin of the Ancients. Look at you. My God. Goddess.
This guy knows way too much. I don't like it. That's not my character saying that, by the way. That's just me. Not a fan. Skin of the Ancients, get out of here, bro.
What are you doing here?
I came to
guess
break
you
you
must have
out.
heard
I
I was-
figured you're home, your mom's here. Get the hell out of here. That's a bad scenario to start with.
Yes. Yes. Strangely enough, I came here on purpose.
Why would you ever do that? Once you left, I thought that was that. I heard you renounce and everything, and your family did everything they could to cover that up.
Yes, that happened. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, and I didn't look back. But I guess before, I'm sorry I never got to say goodbye. It was kind of a quick get out of town.
Yeah, I understand, but it also hurt you're a piece of shit. But I get it. It's all right. It's water under the bridge. Just leave me with all the
All right.
bullshit here.
Well, yes. Honestly, I was trying to leave this life behind, but they came looking for me and kind of didn't give me a choice.
I still think my family's greatest regret is not having a daughter to marry you into our family. You would have loved living as Erasmus.
That might have been nice, but I found a good life for myself.
Look at your companions, and they're so powerful and interesting, and way better than the boring service that we're stuck in here.
Yeah, but found myself in a weird situation.
Hmm.
The reason they called me back was to do the Gratula talisman ceremony.
Oh, already time for your family then.
Apparently, my father's quite sick and can't make the journey. And
Yes.
they said that it had to be me, so they came and got me.
Excellent.
Which I didn't think that would ever have to happen, but it's
Yes.
weird. My father's not all there. He's cloudy in his mind, but when I mentioned this to him, because I also wanted to know what I was getting into, the ceremony seemed harmless. I don't know, but he seemed to think he did one 5 years ago, but I couldn't tell if that was just the fogginess. But then I thought about the last time I remember him doing it. 5 years ago would match up for the timeline.
Oh. Oh my. That's not good. I can put feelers out and try and get information to see when. I know most of the families try and keep it hush hush, but yeah, when my father and mother do it, the ritual is always harmless and fine. But that would be very odd.
Yeah, I don't.
Your
I don't know.
family's been very odd for a while now. They've been just perplexing in their moves and what they're doing at court, where they're building a place and then they're not building a place, and they're trying to expand one area, then they're not. It's been very, very odd. Have you seen the tension between your sister and your mother?
I couldn't read much from them. Mom, she came down and told me what needed to happen, and Valeria just kind of stayed up the stairs, looking impassively.
Hmm.
I tried to go talk to her, but apparently she's busy.
Oh God, yeah. She'll never be able to talk to her, and that's, you know how it is here. These courts are so
Oh, yes.
not straightforward.
Yes. Did you say they're not getting along?
Seems it from the outside, but I only hear what Mom says, and
Sure.
Mom is pretty good at navigating your mom. If there's anybody that can
That's
get
good to
under Evelyn Sirtet's skin, it is. Stop fighting me! Stop fighting me!
Helena.
Helena, Rasmus.
Well, I'm glad somebody can do that. But
Yeah.
I'm less worried about the ceremony now. I'm more worried about how it seems like the timeline's not working out. But
Yeah.
but
Are you guys blowing through like your gifts?
I don't know.
What
Do
are
I know
these
what gifts we normally
Yeah.
get?
The talismans basically allow that family to perform miracles of sorts. And so they're like would be healing, growth, prosperity, all sorts of things that you would use a talisman for to, through Cratula, to enrich your people or yourself.
Maybe so. I just got here and it's been pretty quiet around the house. It's kind of depressing here, even more so than before I left.
Yes, it is been a downer. Anytime, any parties or anything that we've been seeing lately, lack of any of your brothers and anything. You mentioned Thaddeus wasn't around?
I was told that he was killed.
Huh. We
And
were
my
told.
brother seemed to think.
Yeah, we were told he left on some great journey that to never be seen again, lost at sea.
I don't know what to think. My brother just told me he was gone when he came to find me, and then when I asked for more information today, he said he was fighting out in
The ruins of Starcrest.
Starcrest, apparently against corrupted lords.
No expeditions have been
That's
approved
just-
by the Queen to go to Starcrest. We would have heard of something like that. That's a very serious undertaking.
What's over at the Starcrest?
It's the last bastion of madness creatures that exists on Tabula Rasa, as far as we know. There's always a little bit of fear that they could be anywhere, but they really buckled down. We lost Starcrest, as legend has it, hundreds of years ago, and that was the landing point in the capital for the madness creatures. But Soromir has the greatest army in the world, and we were able to keep them at an impasse and eventually defeat them. But we can never truly
What do-
drive them out of their depths.
What do I remember about Starcrest?
Yeah, you were on this side of the battle. Yes, you were. What he is saying is accurate. His youth underplays the viciousness, the brutality, and the reality of Starcrest. Was basically if they do not hold at Sorenwatch, all Sormir falls. So this was the whole war basically was happening here. The land has never recovered from it. And Starcrest was like this fear that if this fell, what was happening in Dawncall with their madness wars would be 1,000 times worse and harder. All of a sudden it would become a whole new front and then a whole new bunch of madness creatures, especially if Soromir became maddened. Dawncall would lose. There's no question. They could not fight a maddened Soromir. So there was definitely a lot of like, dear God, help us, and talks of, hey, you guys got any nukes? In case we need nukes.
Now would be the time.
Got any nukes?
I mean, yeah, it wasn't just a landing point. It helped turn the tide of the war. If you guys had fallen, the rest of us, we wouldn't have survived.
Oh my God, you talk like you were there. How old are you?
Century and a half.
You look great.
I was there. I mean, not at Starcrest, but about the battles.
Oh. Well, I count my blessings for not having to face madness creatures.
You should.
There are so many levels.
The other-
So many levels.
The other puzzling thing, we had some obstacles on our way here. I got poisoned on our way here. From, we believe, someone from Sornmere trying to not kill me, but stop me from getting here. And then we think we came across an ambush point we were able to...
There's a bunch of pretty dangerous traps along the main road to the capital.
Oh, yeah, and there was traps everywhere set, felt like specifically for us.
I mean, Rolf said that was a very was very not acceptable for this land.
Agreed, it isn't. And if they were set, somebody's in on it in the guard. There's no way. And that general guard, aside for Reed to the group, the guard is made up of all houses. So it wouldn't be a clear cut, oh, this guard was in charge at this time.
Yeah.
Is it like taking the black?
Yeah, not as extreme as like lose all your titles and all that type of stuff, but
Right.
it's like more like mandatory military service, like from South
Gotcha.
Korea, or just like, oh, you're in our military, you're a male, you have to go serve on the outskirts outside Soromir for 2 years, 4 years.
Yeah.
That's
Gotcha.
So
That's very alarming, and you should tread very carefully. Then, why would you open a window? You crazy? People trying to kill you?
To be fair, he didn't open a window. Andros did.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
that was me.
Ooh.
Be careful. But then again, you guys seem capable, so I'm not.
I'm not afraid of a little assassin.
But it does.
You run
A
with
big
very
assassin.
powerful people, my friend.
I was gonna say big assassins.
Big assassins.
Big
don't get 'em
assassins, on the
started.
other hand, they're a little bit concerned. The little ones.
I'm less worried about the people who were trying to stop us. More worried about why.
I mean,
Especially if all I'm here for is the talisman ceremony.
I guess the main question is what trap are we walking into tomorrow that your mother's not telling us about? I mean, he's saying that they've been making moves that don't make sense within the state of the state of the political landscape, and they've cut themselves off. It sounds like from the houses, pretty. I mean, physically, like I just kind of like gesture out the window, like this place is a barren wasteland. They physically cut themselves off from the world, practically. So what are we walking into tomorrow? Who knows?
Rolf,
Just assume whatever it is a trap.
Yes.
how much does your mother love your father?
Make a history check.
Yeah. 15.
I'd say it's still tough to tell. Your dad definitely loves your mother. It is tough to know how much your mother loves your dad. You've seen signs of affection from your mother to your father, but your mother is a very near impossible woman to read, and very few times has she let her mask slip around you, and when it does, it's often very scary.
He's always been hard to read. Never know what she's thinking. I know my father cared for her very much, but she's always so formal and holds that air of importance and responsibility that it's hard to tell if she cared about much other than the family name.
If this is too much of a secret, feel free to not answer. But when these talismans get recharged, how many miracles do they usually carry, and how long does it usually last? 20 years?
They usually do the ceremony for 20 years.
Yeah, tracks. Our
So-
family is a little longer actually than the Sirtets. The Sirtets seem to be the quickest of all the families, but what we experience is very, very similar.
If we were faster already, maybe they've just been continuing to speed up while I've been gone. And 20's gone down to 10, then 15, 10 then 5.
Possible. Is it possible that the goddess has been giving you less miracles?
I don't know
mean,
how
have
that-
you looked around its place? As Ty just kind of gestures to. I wouldn't put that past her.
Your mother's not like a necromancer or something, right?
Does she?
Go ahead and make
using
an
miracles?
insight. No, she's not.
I touch roll.
Your mother's
I
not
touch
a-
roll.
Deception check.
It's just the sketchiness. It makes me think of a story I heard about the heralds ages back.
Which herald?
The heralds. Like,
Was there
all-
one in particular?
Well, no, just like them as a group, their adventures.
Oh. Well, they had a necromancer.
Sanctioned one.
The only sanctioned necromancer in
know.
the entire land.
Don't ask me to explain it too much. I don't want. If you think about it too much, it doesn't make sense. Shut up. Shut up.
It's okay. It doesn't need to make sense.
Wait,
My
It's just
players
funny.
needed to play the way they wanted to. Shut up.
Only necromancer we had in the last campaign was Autumn,
Ethical necromancy.
because she was a vampire and she romanced necks.
Wow. This guy is full dad.
It's funny.
Sorry, I was
No, it's good.
trying to hint at if your family, if your, this is wild shot in the dark. If your mother was potentially utilizing the miracles to try and keep your father alive. But
I mean, she doesn't need to
I
let
just-
him in.
if she seems to not care, then that wouldn't hold up.
I mean, does she need miracles, or does she need to care to do it? I mean,
Is there it? I don't know.
Oh,
there could be value in keeping the head of the house alive, regardless of
He is
if
not
she
the
cares
head.
about it or
As a
not.
note, we got to continue to.
Not head. Well, not
Yeah.
head, but you know what I mean. Like
The
If he's
the
good-
male
what is-
assistant.
yeah, well, the leading male of the
the
household.
consort.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, the head consort. Yeah.
We have to continue to re-drill in our heads. All power resides with the mage.
No, I didn't mean it when I said it like
No,
that.
I-
The royal cock, whatever.
Okay. The thought across
Sorry,
my
I
mind
rolled up your
that
dad. Sorry.
talking to the cleric, it seemed like they had been caring for him for 2 years. And like no miracles happening, just
Just normal sickness.
but I don't know. You would think a miracle would cause a drastic change that they would notice, so I don't know. But I did have a question, Tide.
Yeah.
We had another errand to run while we were here,
Okay.
and we were hoping to actually use our talisman to get into the pools
Ooh.
of Cthulhu.
Oh my goodness. Why?
I just kind of point to the corner of the room where Seraphina's standing.
Oh my god.
She's
Oh.
there, has been there the whole time.
Jeez. Oh my god. Does it even breathe? Oh my god.
it's safer than you'd think.
Very
it's,
stealthy.
it's a they're a cursed individual that we're trying to heal.
Okay.
We would like to cleanse her.
Yeah, that should be cleansed for certain. Like, you know.
No, not like that. Come on,
convince
Tide.
me.
Tide. Come on, bro.
Look at it. What is that a raven monster head on there? What's with the stitching?
Julie,
Uh,
we have been through some shit.
Look at its
Some
eyes.
very
Yeah.
sick individuals did this to
Yeah.
a person.
Oh my god.
Yes.
This is literally like if hey, what'd you have in your nightmare last night? It's that. Wow.
There,
Yeah, there was
you,
a very very bad person that we ran into experimented
You
on a
should
lot
see
of
what we
things,
did to the guy
including-
that did that.
Dang.
It was
That's
merciful.
also true.
We are
yeah, we
the good guys, by the way. I just want to make
we
that clear. We're
took care of
trying to do good.
I mean, yeah. I'll be honest with you. If you're running with Rolf, and I can tell with one Rolf is still the same Rolf, you're not going to get
Thank you,
any
my friend.
pushback from
We
Just throwing out
we
a
ran into some issues in a town, and we took care of the people perpetrating it, and this is one of their pet projects.
Hmm.
We were hoping to put her back into her original form.
Well, if my family can help, I know we won't hesitate. You're more than welcome to use our talisman.
It's good to hear.
That's an option?
If he
course.
comes with us.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that
Yeah, I
makes
can
life
use
way
it.
easier.
Oh.
We just
Oh,
need
yeah.
someone of the blood. So
Oh, great.
I actually thought about that until you came in through the door, but or through the window. Yeah, if I'm not able to use the Sirtet one, I would be much obliged to have you help us with yours.
Good. Then I just have to charge you for, in return, a rendezvous to our secret bootlegging. Because alcohol is outlawed here.
Dang, this place sucks.
why? It's natural.
Oh, here we go again. Oh, why is that? Interesting. Good call.
You
actually.
know, a bee's
Fermented
hive gets
alcohol.
flooded. Mead exists.
Yep. They only have mead.
Alcohol is only illegal in Sormir. I'm gonna say it's one of those weird sect things where they're just like, "Wow, we're not here," but then everybody else is like, "Ah, if you interpret
Maybe
it this way."
it's like the advanced distilling process.
Well,
makes
also
it too
like
far removed from the natural way.
intentionally making alcohol is like intentionally allowing fruit to rot, like not like taking
Guilty. Yeah,
its
Yes.
perfect form and consuming it in
fair.
the
Hot
form that it
sauce
was
also
created.
illegal.
Oh,
Exactly.
no. Oh, I gotta get
just-
out of here.
Potentially.
I mean,
All right.
gotta
Anything
go.
fermented, get it out of here.
All right.
cider. If you make cider and then you let it sit for a while, it becomes alcoholic.
We're gonna stop
No.
here. This is where we're gonna put a
We're-
pause for you guys to continue thinking. And that'll be the end of this
Falling.
session for today.
Hooray.
Damn, Sormir